Hello guys and welcome into my channel. Today's guide is very special because as you requested in the last video, is this comment because I asked you what you wanted. So thank you for requesting this kind of video. It's been a long time I didn't make it. So here we'll talk about how to play Viper as solo controller on every map, and I will show you setups for defense and attacker side. I will show you both. How to play around your setup, how to do your setup, and maybe if you want, in the next video I can show you how to play Viper with an other controller, because it's a very different playstyle than solo controller. If you want to see it, be sure to like this video, to subscribe, and say it in the comment that you want it. Otherwise, maybe I will not make it. So let's go right into it and let's start with bind. I'm happy to start with bind because bind is a very good example on how you have to adapt to play solo controller as Viper. Usually if you played double controller, you would make a wall that goes like this, right? But here it's kind of different. I will show you a setup that I like to do when I'm the solo controller and we are pushing A side. First, I come around this area and you can see on the minimap, I'm putting my wall on top of green box and the start of heaven here. So I just do this. After that, I just go in that corner here and I aim for this leaf where there's like a hole into it that looks like a triangle. You just put your crosshair on it, like in to the point of the hole, and you just do a simple left click. You will see that the smoke will go between track and green boxes and will gives you a lot more space than usual. So what you will do with that setup is that when you push side, you can deactivate your smoke and can have control of city or lamp or go back lamp while you are still protected from back of green boxes and shower if you haven't tell one of your teammates to lurk in shower. So this is a pretty useful setup and I recommend you to try it in your games when you are solo controller. Now let's go on B side. B side is a lot different because you need to you go on another one spot and another spot to make the smoke and the wall. For the wall, either you block garden entry plus elbow, so that looks like this. So if you want to go up, coming here, flash to know if someone is close, and then have control of elbow. And if you don't want having garden blocked, you just have to go deeper here and just block elbow here. So after doing that wall, what you will have to do is going towards short. You have to be sure no one is looking at you in this corner and you have a teammate protecting you. So you have to go in front of the box. And you will aim at that corner with the line next to the HP. So like this. Once your line is at this point, you just do a simple left click. And you will see that the smoke gives you the best one way full city. So you literally see people cross and they cannot see anything from hookah. They don't know if you're watching. They don't know if they are safe to go. So this is a pretty good smoke. For people that are playing side and to cover your team from hookah. So this is it for attacker side. Now let's talk about defense. Defense, there's like 3 setups you can do. The first that I do the most is coming into lamp, watching the minimap, and I have to cut the entry of hookah and the entry of garden. So the wall will look like this. It's a pretty good wall to help your teammates on B side to stop the push. Or if they died on B and you have to retake B side, this is also a good wall to retake. You just do that wall, and after that you just have to come in that corner, watching this little corner here with the top left of the white boxes like this. Then you just do a simple left click and the smoke goes on top of the box. This is for me the best smoke for short. You can see people crossing on the right. You can just play with your teammates by doing this and have easy kill on the one playing in the corner. Well, you can do plenty of things like that. But now let's say you're in eco, you don't want to use your smoke because you want to save credits for next round. So what you will do is use only your wall. So to do this, you will just go either on the force stairs, and you will watch around this area of the TP like this and just do a simple left click. You will see that the wall covers short, it covers half of Fuka so you can retake it easier, and also long. So that is a pretty good wall if you still need to help B side and you are in an eco, so you don't have to spend your smoke. But if you know they're coming to A side, they've done it plenty times, you can just come around shower and block shower plus short by looking at this corner. So you're pretty safe from both sides. Also a good wall for retake. So you can do these in ecos, and I think this is it for bind. I've shown you how to attack and how to defend with Viper alone. I hope you guys learn new stuff. Now let's go on a new map, and to go instantly with some new stuff, let's go on Sunset. Well, Sunset is difficult for setups with solo smoke, so I will give you some setups to attack B, A, defend, but you need to be really focused, because B side for me is the hardest side to use your smoke because of these huge buildings here. So I found a way to make a good setup for B side. So I will explain you how to do it. Before the round starts, you will get into like under this lamp, sorry. So you just get under. So here you will have to aim on this corner of the wall. You see this corner, like that goes like this. You will have to put the line between the smoke and the wall like this, the right side of the line. You just have to put the line like this, and you just have to do an instantly left click after a jump. So you jump, left click. Oh, sorry. So you jump, left click instantly. So you put the line, jump, left click instantly, and you will see that the smoke will bounce and go here. This is really important that it goes on the top and around this area, so it takes all the left and the right side. After you've done that smoke, you will go with your team. You can do the wall from here or from here, it doesn't really matter. What you need to do with your wall is to cut this area and this area, okay? So like this. Once you've done this, you can see that when you go on the wall, on the side, sorry, you have the wall that protects like this, but it's annoying to look there, there, and this corner. So these smokes help you getting covered from the left side. You can clear here without being seen from their spawn from this side. You can clear all these corners. After that, you can turn down the smoke if you want, so you can fight here. Then, if you succeed at taking the side that you planted, etc., the wall will be really important to hold the side. It holds the top of this box, which is scary for the enemy to cross it. It holds city, it holds market. I think it is a really good wall to push B side, and this smoke helps a lot. So this is one thing you can do. If you're on an eco and you want to go B and don't want to use your smoke, well, I suggest you to do this one. So you don't have to go on the right and cover. You try to have some kills on this side or whatever. Turn down the wall, try having some fight. This is a wall you can do on an eco if you want. Then we will go on A side. A side is quite different because here we will use first the wall and the smoke and the wall, and we will play around it to clear corners. So you will have two choices. How to do smoke? You will go in front of that thing here. You will aim on the top right of these flowers with the right point, like this. So all you have to do is left click this time, no need to jump, left click, and you'll see that the smoke goes here and gives you full protection for a link. Once you've done that smoke, what you can do with your wall is to come here and do a wall that covers this part of the side and this part of the side. It is really important. So whenever you want to push side, let's say you want to focus on this line, okay? I cannot ping anymore. Or on this line. So you will just activate your wall, push like this, and you will have full cover from side, so you can focus on one part, okay? If you want the other way around, you deactivate your wall, just activate your smoke, and you can focus on the side. If you want to activate both, to have a lurk and get in the corner without being seen from both sides, then go in your smoke, clear this corner, and try to have some fight. You can do it. It's have plenty ways on how to play around this setup. Now, let's say you've took control of the side, you killed the enemies that were on it, you plant your bomb either here, either wherever you want. This wall will be great to hold the side. So you will have this wall that covers from the entry and also city, because this wall allows you to take more space inside. So you will have more space around here, being safe, play around with this wall. I think there's plenty ways of playing around that wall, and you must try it. Now let's go in defense. Defense will be quite hard. I will start the game to show you where you have to stand at the start of the round. Let's say you want to wall for B and smoke for A. I will show you how you can do that. For me, I will just go here. When the round starts, you will go in front of the barrier. You will go on this right corner. And the wall will have to cut market and the entry of B. So like this. Okay, I'll show you in bigger. So this is how the wall looks like. When the round starts, the people that are playing on B side that needs your help, you can just activate your wall and they are covered from main. Also, if the enemy is splitting, you also cover the people on B from market. And this is not all. This is a good wall to retake side. Let's say, even with that wall, even with the people on B that took control of B side, well, what you will do is use your wall to retake B side. So what you will do is come from mid or from here. You can activate your wall, try to take space, whatever. But with that wall, it allows you to go deeper into the side without getting shot from the enemy team. When the wall goes down, you are protected from the left side and you can focus on the people on the right side. So this is a good way and a good wall to retake B side also. So it has both utility. But what do you do with your smoke? Well, there is a pretty easy one way you can do. For this, you will come in this corner and you will see that there is a line here and a line here. I want you to put the top of the arrow on this line, okay? Once you've put the top of the arrow here, you can go slightly on the right if you'd like to make a better one way. Otherwise, you can just throw it, it's gonna work. But to make it even better, you go slightly on the right and just do a simple left click. You will see that the smoke goes on top of the box here and gives you a perfect one way to defend your A side. Well, of course, as Viper, you cannot smoke B, mid, this, everything at the same time. The map is too big. So this is the most part you can have is by doing this setup. Also, if you'd like, I don't think it's possible, but we could try it. If you have someone to use your smoke, or you have a Cypher that use cages here, you can use this to defend mid. So if you cross from A to B and you don't want to be seen from mid, you can activate the wall. But this is the only in the case you have a Cypher that can use cages to defend himself from B main. Well, I think we've talked about everything on Sunset. Now let's go on a new map that got a bit more work. Is Breeze. So let's go on Breeze and I will show you some setups you can do. Before we go on Breeze, I forgot to talk about the smoke mid. That is really important if you're a solo controller. You will go at the start of the round here and you will watch this leaf here between like 1, 2, 3. Just want the second one. You just put your cursor at the end of it, left click, and you will smoke top mid. I think it's really important for me to tell you that there is this easy smoke you can do. I forgot to tell you about this, so here we go. Now let's go back on Breeze. Well, now we are on Breeze, and before talking about setups on A and B side, I have to show you how to smoke nest, because I think it is a really important smoke on Breeze. So there's an easy way to make it. Before the round starts, you will get into that corner, just here, and you will see these leaves and the rock. You will just put the crosshair in between, okay? So you put the crosshair here, and when the round starts, you just do a jump and instantly a left click. It is really important that there's a jump and instantly left click. You do jump, instantly left click, and the smoke will go on the left of pillar, let's call it, and it gives you a perfect smoke for nest. Okay, now that we've talked about that smoke, we can focus on A and B side. On A, I have two different ways of taking A side. One where you focus on main and one where you split. Split is probably my favorite way to push A side. So this wall is probably the most known wall to push A. It's really simple, you just have to cut it like that and there is nothing else to know. Now let's talk about interesting stuff. what I like to do, again, I have to restart to show you where to stand. So when the round starts, you will just put yourself here, and you see where I put my crosshair, just see in this corner. You will take your snake bite out. When the round starts, you will throw your snake bite so that nobody will peek you. Snakebite is here, they will be afraid to peek. So now you can go on this area without being scared of getting killed. Now that you throw a snakebite, you will go around here and you will put a wall that covers mid for you to cross to doors, and that covers yellow and stairs for people on A side. So let's do the wall. Now that you've done your wall, what I like to do is throw my smoke in front of doors. So I do this. I go in my smoke, I take back my smoke, and I play across, and I take easy, like, sweep peek skills, and this is pretty useful. Now you have this wall to cover you, and while you are doing this, it's important for you that your team is pushing A main and putting pressure, so they don't know where to look. They don't know if they have to look A main, they don't know if they look mid, and they are, like, surrounded by both sides, and it is a pretty good way to take A side control. Well, this is for A side. Now let's talk how to attack B side. I think you guys know it, like at least maybe 80% of you. The best wall for B side will always be this one, where you cut the wall off like this. So I don't think I have to explain anything about that wall. It's pretty easy to understand, and this is by far the best wall for B side. Okay, so now let's talk about defense. Defense, again, I will restart the round to show you how to do the wall on B like I do. To do it, you will go here. When the round starts, you will play on B side, and you will come in that corner next to the barrier, okay? You come here. Now you will look mid, and you will want the wall to go on top of pillar and mid, so like this. This is important because this wall will allow you to be covered from top like that, and also mid. This is a good way because, like, plenty of times there was one guy that is coming here. Oh, I even missed my jump, and that have easy kills on A. So having this wall will prevent it from him to do it. So this is a pretty good wall to be covered on from it. There's another wall you can do, is this one. You will come around this area and you will have to cut elbow like this and mid. This wall is good if you have someone playing nest and he wants to focus on top of mid if there is a greedy guy in the enemy team, and because of that wall he will not be scared to get killed from elbow or like bottom mid. So he's able to focus on top mid and have an easy kill on the guy jumping on the box. So this is a good way for you to do this. And if you have someone covering you like this, you can ask someone to play B with you and he can push bottom mid here, or wait elbow and have a timing. You can do plenty things with that wall. If you do one of these two wall, what I like to do is having a smoke on B main. To have an easy smoke on B main without playing close, you just go in that corner, you watch this rocks where I put my crosshair, and you just do a simple left click. The smoke is pretty good, it takes everything, and well, it's a simple smoke, no need to know more than this. Now let's say you want to play close. I suggest you to do another smoke. I have to restart the round to show you where to put the smoke, because otherwise it was impossible to show you. So before the round starts, you do the wall and you just put your smoke here. This smoke is quite different because it is not that good to defend because it's too close to you, but it's a good wall to play around. So let's say they are going in it, you can play here or you can play here, and this is good because let's say the enemy team is going out of the left side, they don't know if there's anyone on the right side, and you don't know, like, you are safe, you are protected with the smoke. This is what I mean. They will have to go out on the both sides and you can have easy kills if you have a shotgun or whatever, and I think it is a pretty good way to play around the smoke. Well, this is it for B side defense. Now let's talk about how to defend A. Again, I will swap team, it's easier. I have to restart to show you where to stand next to the barrier again. You will go here at the start of the round next to the barrier and you watch the top right of this corner. You put the crosshair here and you just do a simple left click And you will see that the wall allows you to retake easily on A and to defend it, and also defend mid. This allows teammates to push here with an hour of Sova, take control of mid, or go deeper here. This wall is useful to fight mid also and retake A. This is one way to use your smoke here. Another way to use your orb is to come in this corner. You will just need to watch between here. I don't know if you can see properly, but there's 1 line, 2 line, and 3 line. Okay, you just watch the second line here, and when the round starts, you just do a simple left click, and you just have a perfect smoke for A main. So no need to get close and just throw it without a lineup, like going close like this, do this and run away. You just instantly do it from here. It's pretty easy to do. Well, I think we've talked about everything for A, B, defense, etc. So I think we are done with Breeze. I hope you learned new stuff on this map, because this is probably my favorite map for Viper at the moment. But yeah, now that we've done talking about Breeze, I think we can talk about Split. So we are Split, and again, before talking about B and A, I will show you how to smoke vent, because I think it is a smoke that people have a hard time doing as Viper solo controller, and I think it's important to know it. The difficult part of it, I would say, is that you have to do it from spawn and not close to your teammates, so you'll have to run to mid afterwards. So to do the smoke, you will have to go here at your spawn. You will stand in front of this line like this, and you will aim next to the first circle. So there's the first circle, okay, and you will put the crosshair in this area. You'll do a jump and instantly a left click. Jump, instantly left click, and you will see that the smoke goes perfectly into vent and gives you a perfect smoke like any other controllers for vent. So this is how you smoke vent as Viper. Now that we've talked about that, we can talk about how to attack with Viper. First, I will talk about A side. For A side, what you need to do to push and have a perfect setup is to do a wall from here. To do a wall from here, you will just stand next to the left to this choose, I would say, and you will have to aim to cross ramp and take this part of heaven. Okay, so like this. Once you've done that wall, you will go in that corner and you will aim to the top of this building, and you'll do a jump and a left click instantly. This smoke will go here. And as I said, I don't like having a smoke deep here, because otherwise they will always have someone standing in elbow trying to have an easy kill with an OP or whatever, and it is pretty annoying. So having the smoke landing here, it prevents people from doing that. So they cannot peek from city or from here. The only annoying thing is that they can go from city to elbow freely, but for me, this smoke and the wall is the easiest way to push A side. You can do this with some snake bites. I suggest you to watch my guide on Split to know them all, or to go on my Discord. By the way, on the Discord I have a section where I show every lineup I know, every smoke, every one way, every setup. There is also a premium channel on the Discord where you just need to be subbed to my Twitch to get access to it. There is everything updated. The other part of the Discord that is free is not updated, sadly. But this channel who is updated, I just need to finish Breeze and Sunset and you will have everything. But as I was saying, how to do the snake bite is pretty easy. Just come here, you watch this lamp, this light, and just do a simple left click. So when you push, you have your smoke and your wall, and if they want to cross your wall, well, they cannot, because it's snake bite and you have an easy kill if they do it anyway. So this is how you push A side. In my opinion, if you're on an eco and you don't have your smoke, or you don't want to use it, there's always a way that you've probably seen in many videos, is coming into sewer and make this wall. So you have to cut off heaven like this and a city. This is how it looks like. It cuts off heaven and city and allows you to go side with only your wall. But well, I prefer having my wall and my smoke at the same time where I am. Than just the wall. Now that we've talked about how to attack A side, I will show you how to attack B side. For this, I have to restart the round, because the smoke, to do the smoke, I need the barrier again. So to do this, you will come here, and you will aim to the second thing. I don't know how to call these things. There's 1, 2, and 3. You will just watch the second one and the bottom right of it. You will put the line that is popping up like this, and on the bottom right, like I'm showing, and you just do a simple left click, and you will see that the smoke lands here. So this is the best smoke to not give them any vision from heaven. This is one way to do it. And with the wall, you have plenty solution. Either you do a wall that covers the rest of rafters, either you do a wall that covers under, or like I do usually, is do a wall like this that covers from boxes, so if there's anyone here, he cannot kill you. And also covers side, so when you go on side, you can clear backside while being covered. So this is a way to use your wall. If again you don't have your smoke and you just want to use your wall, I suggest you to come close to this wall and to aim at this beginning of city, let's say. This wall, if you get close here, you will not be seen from heaven. If you go here, you will be seen, so be sure to be close. And will gives you the same cover on side. And this is like a way of using only your wall to get to side. So this is it for attacker side. Now let's talk about defense. In defense, usually if I play solo controller, what I will do is play mid or B, but usually both mid or B. So what I do is coming here, and I watch the beginning of ramp and the beginning of the side, so like this. So it gives you a good wall to retake ramp here, or to defend, to help your team to defend, and also for A side. Once you've done that wall, you can use your smoke for B side. So let's say if you wanted to play on B, you just come here and put your smoke. If you want to use your smoke on mid, I need a barrier again. So to do this, you just do your wall. And to do the smoke, you will come here, you will go in this corner, and you will watch this corner. You see this one? You just put your cursor here, and when the round starts, you just do a simple left click, and the smoke will go instantly here, and you have a perfect smoke for mid, and you have the protection for A. So this is one of the setup you can do. If you want to help mid A and you want to play B, you can do another wall by just coming here and having this wall for ramp, main, mid, and you use your smoke on B. But I don't really like... I like the smoke on mid, but I don't really like the smoke on A, because they can have this space, wait, and go faster on side. I just don't like that much. It also gives them cover to take ramp, etc., and take space in ramp here. So I don't know. This is only if you have to play B and your team wants you to play B and you don't have a Sage or whatever. I think this is it for B and A and for split in general. So I think we are good to go on Lotus. Let's go on Lotus. Okay, so now we are on Lotus, and this is one of the difficult map for Viper as solo controller in my opinion. Because if you use your wall on A, like usually you do, you only have one smoke. To go B, it's kind of hard because you have to smoke upper, this, and A link. If you go on C, you have to smoke waterfall and hole or city. Call it however you want. So this is pretty difficult. But let's say you use your wall for A side, you just come here, and the best wall in my opinion is to put your wall around here, and that goes here. So this is how it looks like. Gives you a good cover to push side, and this is probably the best wall to push A without going with your team. Now let's say you want to push really A and go with your team. Well, there's a lineup you can do, is going in this corner here, and you will have to watch this area and just put the cursor in the middle of it and do a simple left click, and you'll have the wall that gives you the same cover but also cover top side. Okay, so this is a way of using your wall on A side. Now let's say you have your wall to go B side. I suggest you to start here and into a wall that covers A link and upper. After doing that wall, what you can do is do a smoke for a C link. You will have to come here and you will watch this corner with this line like this. You put the top, the line that is popping up on this corner, and you do a jump and a left click instantly, and the smoke will go on C link perfectly like this. It's not that deep of a smoke, but it is a good smoke. So you have everything, a smoke for B and a wall that covers everything. This is one way to push B side. Now if you want to push on C, what you can do is waiting to get control of here, then you will do a wall that is covering waterfall and the start of hole, or you do a wall like this that covers hole and the boxes here. So let's do the first one, and then when you're going to site, you will take your smoke on the waterfall. You will just put the smoke on the right, you will run and throw, and then you will have a smoke for city and your wall that covers waterfall. With the smoke, you can just come here, take control of this. If you did the other wall, it will look more like this. So you can have a bigger control of city if you want. So this is two way of pushing sites. If you have only your wall, well, the best wall you could do is this one, where you cut everything like that. The only thing that I don't really like is that it gives an easy way for people playing city to go on site like this. So I'm not a big fan of it, but if you have no choice, that's probably the best wall you can do. Or you could do this wall that doesn't cover city, but if there's no one city at the start, they will be scared of crossing it. So that could be a good thing also, to do it. But well, it is a guess, I would say. So this is how I attack A, B, and C side. Now let's talk about how we defend on Lotus. I have my favorite setup on C that I suggest you to do, even if you are the only controller. We don't care about A side. I love that setup so much. So what you will do is to come here, and you will want your wall that goes on top of this line, okay? So you want your wall to go on top of it. So you will be sure it goes on top, like this. So whenever it's up, you are fully protected from people that are playing outside, so they don't see where you're standing to defuse the spike. If you're standing here, in front, there's plenty ways of standing about on the spike. So you have that wall, and then you do that smoke here around this area. So what I like to do is playing Guardian or Odin or whatever. Let's say we have a Guardian here, and they took site and they want to plant. I always play around city. I have my smoke in case they plant in this corner safe. So when my smoke is up, what I do is I throw a snakebite in it and I start spraying. You have a free kill. And if they are planting in default, you can also snakebite if you have, and have an easy kill on the guy planting. It's pretty hard for them to shoot back because they don't know what's happening. The smoke is up, snakebite on them. All they will think at that moment is to run away and not die. This is like an instinct, a reflex, let's say. And this is probably my favorite setup on C side. Well, if you don't have your wall and you use your wall for A side, like people usually do, they come here and they do this wall. Well, you will use only your smoke, of course. You'll do a right click and like this. So because if it's the left click, sometimes it bounces away. So you just do a right click and you defend C. But yeah, let's say now you wanted to play around A side. So what you can do also, I have to restart the round here.
30 seconds left.
So you can do the same wall on C but from B. So you will come here. You will aim on the second here with the green thing like that. So you will have the wall on C like I just showed. Okay. So without going C, and you have a cover on B. And now after doing that wall, you can go towards A and use your smoke here to help people that are playing on A side and get some cover. So literally here you are covering the wall map here, B and see retake or hold. So this is by far one of the best setup you can do as solo controller in defense. And I think that's it. If you have a Cypher playing on C and he doesn't need smoke, you can do another way, is coming here, doing a wall that covers the entry of B. And when the round starts, you go here, you look around this top, and you just do jump and right click. Well, don't do it like me, just do it better. So you have a one-way doors, so when they're opening it, they would be scared to cross it. And you have also your wall to retake or to hold people pushing. And also, as I said, covering B side. Well, I think this is it for Lotus. And I think now we can go on the most hated map by everyone that are playing with a Viper in their team and they see he's playing solo controller on ASCENT and Heaven. I think people hate and will also always be toxic towards you or insult you because you took Viper. But well, I will show you how to make it good on ASCENT and Heaven. Let's go. Well, as I said, we are on ASCENT and I will show you how to attack A side this time. And well, here you don't need to know much stuff about wall and smoke, but you will need to know a lot about snakebite. I will not show you every snakebite. If you want to know them, just go on my Discord, everything is there. Link is in the description again. So I will show you one or two in this video and you will see the rest in the Discord. So how I attack A side is pretty simple. What I do is I come first in this corner, I do this wall, or I just do it after throwing my snakebite. It depends the timing we are on. Let's say if the game starts instantly, I just do my snakebite first, then I come here and do the wall. The wall is pretty important, you do around here, so you cover doors and Heaven. Also, they cannot cross it, because if they try, the body will go out of the wall and you will have an easy kill. So this is only where you have to use only your wall. So in this case, you can use smoke for snake bites, because in every other cases you don't have your smoke because you have to use it for your team, so you cannot play lineup. So in that case you can keep your smoke to play lineup, but as I said, in this scenario you should use your snake bites to push side and not to play lineup. So you will be able to use your smoke as a one way. I will show you how to have one, but you can jump and right click and put the smoke here, and you have a one way on the guy defusing here. You can see his feet and the guy here will just see nothing. So this is one of the way you can use the smoke. But what snake bites should you use? Well, I use 3, 4, I use plenty. I will show you at least 2, okay? These 2 would be having a snake bite that goes behind boxes, or Heaven, or short, or here. The one I will show is for boxes and Heaven. For short and Jan, if you want to know them, you know what to do. So here, what you will do is to come in this corner. To have the snakebite green boxes, you will watch this thing. You will put the left bar of the poison bar like this. You will do just a simple left click, and you will see that the snakebite will go perfectly behind boxes. So this is here, and they cannot stand behind it. They will go left or right, or they run backwards. So you could shoot sorry, in this box to might have an easy kill. To do the snakebite Heaven, what I do is I watch the top of the spike here, this thing however you call it, and I go all the way up until I'm aligned with the cloud. So I do this, I do a simple left click, and the snakebite goes instantly in Heaven. And they will be scared to cross the wall, because sometimes if there is only the wall, they will just cross it, peek and go out. So this is really annoying, so you might need to have a snakebite there. So this is one way to push A side. If you didn't have your wall and you used it like this to take control of mid while being covered by short, you can use a smoke for A. But let's say if you use for rafters, you have to look this thing with the center of the ultimate like that. You do a jump and a left click instantly, and the smoke will go perfectly in heaven. This is one way to smoke heaven. But if you want to have a smoke here, I'm not sure I remember it. But you can have a one way like this. I do remember it. And you have a pretty good way to get protected. And you even see them while they don't see you. So this is a pretty good one way. Again, this one is in my Discord if you want to know how I did it. But well, this is it for A side. Now let's say we go on B side. B side, there is a way to do an easy setup for B. Like every other smokers, you will have to go in front of that by year, or how you call it, and you go on the second line of the right side of it. So first and second, you go against the second one. You will use your wall to cover market, so like this. And for the smoke, you see this cloud. You put your crosshair on this L, okay, and you just do a simple left click, and the smoke will go perfectly in city. So you have like a setup like every other smokers, and it is a pretty good way to do it. While you are against the second part here, what you can do is watch this first line and watch around the top and do an easy snake bite. And you will see that the snake bite, goes perfectly here. So with this wall and snake bite, they will be scared to peek you and you will be covered from stairs. So this is a way to push the B, and I think you will love it. Again, if you don't have your smoke but only your wall, what you can do is come in here and do that wall that everybody knows is cutting city and market like this. So they don't see anything, and this is in the case you use only your wall, okay? So yeah, this is it for ASCENT in attacker side. Now let's talk about ASCENT in defender side. First of all, I will have to restart so I can show you where I stand to use the wall if I'm playing B. So if I'm playing B, I will go here and I will watch the beginning of the entry here. So this will allow you to get cover if you want to cross from market to spawn. Also cover short if enemies are trying to take it. And also cover A main if they are trying to take it. So you are covering literally the whole map here. And afterwards, if you want to use a snake bite, your smoke on B, either you use a simple smoke that is very powerful. Either you can use a one way. Again, I restart the round to show you an easy one to make. You just come here, you watch the top of the smoke, of the lamp, sorry. You do a jump and right click, and you have an easy one way to do, okay? So this is how you can play around B. Now, if you're an eco and you don't want to use your smoke, you will start here, and you will use your wall to get cover on B, to get cover kind of on the mid, but most importantly for short. So your team will have to focus on mid, like they will have to do these things. But now let's say you are playing on A side. What I usually do is I come short, I watch here like that. I put my wall for B, so it covers short, it covers the same way like I said, and B. After I did that wall, what I do is I just do my like best, like a simple smoke, not saying really hard to understand here. And I play around green boxes, so if they try to enter, I just smoke up, snake bite, so they will be scared getting in and try to get isolated people that went out, because the others will be scared to get in. So you can have like a 1v1 while the others are standing behind. Or if they are pushing from short and you want to help your team, you can activate your smoke so you're covered from main and start peeking on short. And if they're trying to come, you just position yourself back, snake bite like that. You can do plenty of things, and this is how I play ASCENT. So I think this is it for A in general. I can show you one little bonus that I like to do is ulting on A and then giving a one way for short. You stand in this corner, you watch down this lamp and just do a simple left click, and it gives you a one way for the people that are playing here or on top or whatever. So this is a little bonus for you guys. Now let's go on heaven. This is the last map. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. This is a lot of work. Let's go on heaven. Well, now we are on the most hated map for Viper. And I kind of understand why. But if you know Viper perfectly, I think it's a good agent, even though it's not the best controller for sure. But well, I will teach you how to be able to play it as solo controller. So let's say you want to push towards A, which is the most difficult side for Viper in my opinion. What you will do is to come here. What I do usually, I smoke, I take it off and try to fight the people here. After that, I go in this corner, I watch this corner here, and I do a jump and instantly a left click. This smoke will go in heaven like that and gives you a cover for heaven A side. You need to train in custom because this one is hard to make, okay? After that, you can just use your wall to take city and do this. But I have another thing for you, so you can do that wall if you want. But let's say you use that smoke and you want to go side. I give you one snake bite that will help you, like 2, let's say. You watch this corner. I will put the crosshair in pink so you understand it better what I do. You will go on top until you align with the first bar, okay? So on top until you align. Then you just do this. Oh, sorry. And you will see that the snake bite will go backside. So this is a huge snake bite to take control of side and to be able to have an easy kill. After doing that one, you can watch this top right window with the left of the position bar like this. Once you position yourself this way, you just do a simple left click and you will see that the snake bite goes in city. So this is why I'm telling you, you don't need to use your wall, because the snake bite will help you to take side because they will be scared to go out, and you have like a cover from short. The only thing you need to be careful is that if you are going here, to not be surprised by someone watching you. I explained that you don't have to use your wall, because what you can do after you took side control, you can come in this corner and you'll watch, like, you put the circle here and you do this, and you will see that you have a wall that covers window and city. This is literally the best wall you can do on A, and this is the only way to make it. I suggest to do this because you can protect both instead of using only your smoke for heaven, so you're covered from both. And well, this is the best wall for A, so this is a way of pushing A side, okay? If you have difficulties doing smoke in heaven, what you can do is doing in this one instead, if I remember how to do it. Oh yeah, so doing this one instead, you just put the left point in this thing, like that, and you just do a simple left click, no need to jump. And you will see that the smoke lands here and gives you cover for heaven and backside. You need to not stand here, but stand close. And you will see that from heaven, what they see is nothing. They don't see shit. And even if they play backside, they will have to go all the way on the left to know if someone is pushing. So yeah, this is one way to get cover from heaven, even though I know that people will get mad at you because they will say, oh, you didn't smoke heaven, Viper is dog shit. This is like 99% of the games you play on heaven that will look like this. Before going on C, let's talk quickly about B. For B side, what you can do is doing this wall. So you can even use that wall to go B and get covered for A link, or you can use that wall to cross A and get deeper control in short if you want. But well, let's say you use it for B side. Afterwards, you just jump out the window. You will come around this area. You will crouch and you see this black thing. You just do a left click and you will have a smoke like this that gets you a full cover, so you can go on the right, take deep control of B, take back your smoke if you prefer to have a deeper smoke here. And if you don't like that smoke that looks like this, well, you will have to get closer and throw a smoke like that. So you have a deeper cover, just as you want. So you have like cover on both sides. This is literally as you want here, but this is, in my opinion, the only way to push B side. Now, let's say you are pushing on C. The best wall ever is this one, in my opinion. You have to use your wall that covers city here, and that doesn't cover woods. So like this. So it covers doors and garage and city. With that wall, I like to do 2 snake bite that I suggest you to know. If you want to know them perfectly, Discord is the way, but I will show you quickly. You go in that corner, you watch this corner, you see where the line here, you have to put your cursor on the line and the top of the roof, so exactly here. And you do a simple left click, and you see the snake bite bounce like that, and goes in that corner. So whoever goes out will be either touch if they go too much on the right, or people that are standing here will get vulnerable. After you did that snake bite, you can just look on the left, and you see these rocks. You just put a simple left click here, do a simple left click here, and the snake bite will take city perfectly. So with this snake bite plus this snake bite, this is the best way for me to push C side. After you've done everything, you can come here and have an easy one way. You need to look at, I don't know how to call this thing, but let's see the point of it. And you put the line like this, and you just do a simple left click, and it gives you a good one way to cover, to play out of city. Okay, so this is it for attacker side on heaven. Now I'll show you how I defend heaven. Here, I think there's only one way if you're a solo controller to do your setup, and the only way is to come here, do your wall to cover B, short and long, and then come here, just watch under the window, and you have a smoke. This is it. This is the simplest way to play defense. If you're not playing C and you still need to throw a smoke on C, well, you watch this corner, you put the HUD like this, and you do a simple left click, and you see that the smoke goes like this. Again, this is not the best smoke because it gives, the half of it is on side, which is not the best thing to do. But this is a way to throw your smoke and go back on A or stay on B if you don't want to play C with the smoke. So I think this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. It took a long time to make, so be sure to subscribe and like to my this video. It will help me a lot. Comment again if you want to see the same kind of video but for Viper with another controller, because this is completely a different playstyle than what I showed you. So if you want to see it, be sure to support this video a lot and to share it to your friends. It will help me a lot. Thank you, guys, and I see you soon for the day 3, maybe, if I have clips, for the road to Radiant with Viper and King. Thank you, guys, and bye-bye.